I'm just going to get supper. Are you coming down? Father? Dad, are you all right? Dad? Dad, are you all right? Father? The tablets. I'll get them.
Warrior.
Well, I got us here.
If you'd been navigating for Columbus, America'd still be a lost continent.
I thought you'd like to see a little of England.
A little of it. You must have seen all of it. Come on, let's check in. I think you have some rooms reserved for us. The name's John Mannering.
On a bit, please.
Evening.
Evening.
Hello. You down for the fishing?
Wish we were. We're here on business.
Business? Down here?
Rooms will be ready in half an hour.
Would you care for a drink while you're waiting?
Thank you.
Pint of shandy, please.
I'll have a lager.
Fred, give me a pint of shandy and a lager, will you?
Thank you, Frederick.
There you are. There. By the way, my name's Richard Thornton. I'm the local quack.
I'm John Mannering. This is Cordelia Winfield.
Hello.
You going to be here long?
Well, if everything goes all right, we'll be going back tomorrow evening.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, you must know the man we've come down to see, Mr. Carl Grant.
Oh, I'm afraid you've had a wasted journey. Carl Grant died last night.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
An accident?
No, heart attack. He wasn't a young man. Did you know him?
Well, not personally. I sold him several things. We did our business by correspondence. I understand he's leaving the country and wanted to sell off his antiques.
We just came down to do a valuation on them.
Well, I suppose that'll be up to his executors now. Or his daughter.
Is she here?
Oh, yes, she lived with him. She was with him when he died. He took it very badly. Very badly indeed. A very highly strung girl. As a matter of fact, I don't like the idea of her being up in that house.
Nobody with her?
No. Wouldn't get anybody in this village to stay a night in that house. It's got a bad reputation. All scared stiff of the place.
Can I use your phone? Thank you. $371, please. I think I'll go for a walk.
Don't make a noise coming in. There's other guests, you know. The door will be on the latch.
Oh, I won't be that long.
Hello? Oh. Oh, please. Please answer me. Please. No. Hello? Oh, thank heavens. Hello? Hello? Who is it? Who is that?
What happened?
Run right into me, sir. She's painted, I reckon. Who is she? Young lady from the big house, Carl Grant's daughter. Running from something. Scared she was. Running from the house.
Yeah, well, we better get this kid to the doctor.
Right. So, sir. No.
Do you live around here long?
All my life, sir. I reckon I know these parts like the inside of my hand.
How long have the Grants lived here?
Now, newcomers they was. I've been here more than, 2 or 3 years, I reckon.
You get to know them at all?
Nah, nobody knew them, sir. A bit like me, get themselves to themselves. He hardly ever went out of the house. She did all the shopping. She talked to anybody, though. No, sir, the doctor here, I reckon he knows more about them than anybody else.
They don't sound very sociable.
Oh, that's what that other fellow said, sir.
What other fella?
One what's been asking me all the questions about him.
How is she?
She'll be all right. I've given her a sedative. She's asleep now.
Did she tell you what scared her?
No, she didn't say a word. It's not difficult to guess. Her father's death. Being alone in that house.
Oh, I could tell you things about that house, sir.
Like what?
Oh, just things. People around these parts think it's haunted. That's just foolish talk, of course.
What have you seen up there, Ben?
Oh, this and that, comings and goings. You work in the dark like I do. You see things.
When you knock 'em back in the pub every night like you do, I'm not surprised you see things.
You think what you like, Doctor. I knows what I see. Better be going now. I got my living to earn.
Oh, you forgot this. Watch out for the gamekeepers. Look in at the pub tomorrow and I'll buy you a drink.
We do that, sir. Good night to you.
You think there's anything in what he said?
No. You don't take any notice of old Ben. Give him half a chance and a couple of pints, he'll tell you a tale. Smugglers, treasure maps.
Will you be keeping the girl here for tonight?
Yes, she'll sleep now for 10 or 12 hours. Frankly, Mannering, I don't think she'll be in any condition to talk business tomorrow. For that matter, for a couple of days.
I see. Oh, yes, go on.
So you'll be going back to London then?
Well, I don't suppose there's any point in my staying now. I'll have to buy you that dinner on my next trip down.
Thanks, that's the date.
Oh, there's one more thing. That fellow was asking questions about the Grants. Did you talk to him?
Asking questions? What man?
Was somebody Ben mentioned?
Well, I don't know anything about it. Another of Ben's stories, I imagine.
Probably. Well, thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well, the second cup tastes better. The taste buds have died by then.
I think I'll just finish my cigarette and then I'll go out and collect my stuff. I'm already packed.
You can unpack.
What? I thought
We're staying down here a while longer.
More coffee?
Oh, that's what it is. No, thanks.
Oh, just a minute. I found this last night. Maybe you could put it in the bar. Somebody might want it.
Whoops, sorry. Really is a lovely day. Mr. Mannering?
Yes.
Miss...
Winfield.
Yes, I saw your names in the register. I'm Frank Ashton.
Hello.
Obviously down for the fishing.
That's right.
What are you after?
The big stuff. I've had some really good sport down here.
Can I pour you some coffee?
Oh, that's a terrible thing to say. I was trying to be friendly.
Sandwiches. Anything else?
No, thanks. Well, there's a whole sea full of fish waiting to be caught, so I'll see you later. Good morning.
Miss Grant.
Oh, Mr. Mannering, I'm so glad I caught you. I thought you might have already left.
Oh, it's all right. I'm in no hurry. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Are you feeling better?
Oh, yes, thanks. The doctor wanted me to stay in bed, but he wasn't there this morning, so I just slipped out.
You think that's wise?
Oh, yes, I'm all right. That business last night, it was so silly. I'm sorry to have put you to all that trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. I wanted to call you this morning, but I don't imagine you want to be bothered by business at a time like this.
Oh, but I do. That's why I came. I want to get everything finished up so that I can move away from this place. The sooner the better.
All right.
I thought we might go straight up to the house, and then you could get started.
We're all through here. The cataloging shouldn't take long. Just what was it they scared you last night?
Oh, imagination mostly, I suppose. I kept hearing sounds and thought they were footsteps. And then the telephone. It was that started it, really. It woke me up.
That must have been my call. I let it ring for quite a while.
Oh, it stopped just as I got to it. But it was after that. It seemed to go out of order. And then when I picked it up, I heard... It sounds so silly, but it sounded like somebody breathing.
How awful.
The whole place seemed so frightening. My father's coffin being there didn't help. The doctor was going to have it moved this morning.
Well, somebody really worked this place over. You notice anything missing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's Georgian silver. It's valuable. It's not the sort of thing an ordinary thief would leave behind.
What do you mean?
Whoever did this was looking for something special.
Special? I don't understand. What sort of thing?
Well, I don't know. But I'd say that last night, somebody deliberately tried to scare you out of this house. They'd have time to search.
For what?
Joyce, from what I hear, your father was a rather secretive sort of man. Didn't get out much, make friends. Is that right?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Joyce, it could be that your father's trying to hide from somebody.
But he had nothing to hide from. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Is it? Just exactly when did your father decide to move from this house?
About a fortnight ago.
Well, that's the time somebody started to ask questions about him in the village.
No. No, it's not true. Why would he want to hide from anybody?
How long have you and your father lived here?
About 3 years. He and my mother were separated. I was with her until she died. After that, I was away at school.
Did you see your father much during that time?
No, not at all, really. I mean, his job. He was traveling most of the time. What are you trying to say? That he was a criminal or something?
No, no, of course not. All I'm saying is that your father had something to hide. He had something he wanted kept secret.
Mr. Mannering,
Okay.
what would this be worth?
Oh, 50 or 60 pounds, I imagine. It's a copy of a Renaissance bronze called the Warrior. It's not particularly valuable. Why?
My father mentioned it just before he died. It seemed important to him.
Well, I don't see anything particularly special about it.
Perhaps I was mistaken. I couldn't hear him very well.
By the way, who is this?
Oh, that's my father. Taken a few years ago, of course. coffee and sandwiches, except I can't find the cups. Oh, I'll get them. What have you got there?
It's a picture of Carl Grant.
Why the big interest?
It's only that I've seen that face somewhere before.
Is it important?
It must have been a long, long time ago. Yes, I think it's important. Somebody frightened a girl out of the house last night and searched the place. Look, I'll tell you what I want you to do. I want you to move in with Joyce for tonight. Whoever did this may try again.
What are you going to do?
Well, if I hurry, I can catch the afternoon train to London. I'll be there by 8 o'clock. I can check this out tomorrow. Be back here by evening.
All right. Can I do anything?
Yes, talk to that poacher. He said he'd seen somebody around here. And check at the pub and see if anybody picked up that glove I found.
Right.
And I want you to talk to a doctor, not the guy we met. I want someone else's confirmation of the fact that Carl Grant did die of a heart attack. And don't mention to Joyce that I'm taking this with me.
Just over the next crossroads, and then it's the first house.
Okay. Want me to come in with you?
No, it's all right. Why don't you go on down to the pub and get your bag? I'll walk down and meet you.
All right.
There's the house. I'll wait for you at the pub.
Joyce, come in.
Well, I only stopped by to return the clothes I borrowed.
Oh, you shouldn't have bothered. Anyway, now you are here. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm all right now.
I still think you shouldn't stay up in that house alone.
Oh, I'm not. Cordelia, Mr. Mannering's assistant, is spending the night.
Really? Oh, good. And Mannering, is he still at the pub?
He's gone back to London. Apparently, he has some things he wants to check.
I see. I'm sorry, I'm being a very bad host. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no. Thank you, but I must be going. I've still got a lot of packing to do.
You're still planning to leave next week?
Oh, not next week. The sooner I leave, the better I'll feel. I've arranged for the removal men to ship everything out on Wednesday.
The day after tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that rushing it a bit?
I don't think so. There's nothing to keep me here now. Look, I must be going. I'll see you before I leave, of course.
I'd never forgive you if you didn't.
I'll see myself out. Good night, Doctor. And thanks again.
$381, please. And hurry, will you?
You got my bill ready? Mr. Mannering will be back tomorrow to collect his bag.
He'll be here.
I don't see Mr. Cross around here tonight.
Old Ben, you mean? No, he was in earlier. Out looking after his traps, I expect.
Think he'll be back?
Shouldn't think so. Want to see him, do you?
Yes.
Why not try his cottage? Bound to turn up there sooner or later.
I think I'll do that. Oh, by the way, that glove Mr. Mannering found. Has anyone claimed it yet?
Still here, That's funny. I didn't give it to anybody. Now, who'd want an odd glove, I wonder?
Somebody with another odd glove that matches it, I expect. Oh, well, never mind. Thank you. Good night.
Right. Come again.
Did you see Ben? He's left. Do you know where he lives? Well, he's got a cottage right out in the wilds. It's beyond Ravenswood. I think we ought to go there. It's a bit dark. And you won't be able to get the car up there. You'll have to walk through the woods. So, I'm quite used to that. I was a girl guide. Shall we go? Is it far from here? About half a mile. You sure we can't get the car up there? Come on, the walk will do you good. some girl guide.
I resigned after the first meeting. Wouldn't we have done better if we'd stuck to the path?
Well, this way's much shorter.
Lead on.
I knew there was somebody in the woods. I saw you at the house the night Mr. Grant died.
That's a pity. Such a pity.
There. Now that should relax you quite a bit. Now then, you're to stay here in bed until I've seen you tomorrow morning.
No, I can't. There's far too much to do.
Now, you listen to me. You've had a very bad time in the last few days. You're suffering from nervous exhaustion, and if you don't rest now, you'll have a complete breakdown.
I'm feeling so much better now.
I'm sure you are. These things can't be rushed. Despite popular opinion, the doctor generally knows more about medicine than the patient. Now, you're to stay right here in bed until I see you tomorrow morning. Promise?
It's all right.
Cordelia's going to stay with you, so you've got nothing whatever to worry about.
Thank you.
Good. Now, you try and get some sleep. Good. Bye-bye.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Ah, good. Yes, well, if you wouldn't mind signing that, please. I've got a copy of a statement Miss Grant made last night. I'd like to get that signed, too.
I'm afraid that'll have to wait. Oh, how is she?
Oh, she'll be fine. It's mainly shock. I'd just like her to rest today.
When can I get her to look over her statement?
Well, I'll see what she's like tomorrow. Anyway, there's no great rush, is there? It's a straightforward accident.
Oh, it's just a formality, that's all, but I'd like to get things settled. The coroner will need all the facts.
Yes, well, I'll let you know when she's well enough. Now I must get on with the rest of my rounds.
I'll show you out.
Don't hesitate to ring me if there's anything you want.
Thank you, Doctor. You saw the body last night.
Yes, poor old Ben.
From the position of the wound, well, was there anything that made you think it wasn't an accident?
Oh, no, no. I'm not a policeman, but I think it's fairly obvious what happened. I've dealt with shooting accidents before. A man gets careless carrying a gun, going through a hedge, a twig touches the trigger. It happens all too easily.
But a man like Ben Cross, I mean, he's been handling guns all his life.
Now, perhaps that's just the trouble. Familiarity breeding contempt. The constable doesn't have any doubts about it, does he?
No, not that I know of. Just me.
I think you've got too much imagination.
You're probably quite right. Thank you, Doctor. I'll see you in the morning.
About 11. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ah, yes, well, I'd better be on my way, too. Look, I'll leave Miss Grant's statement with you.
All right. Have you found out whether there was anybody else in the woods when it happened?
No, and I don't think we will.
Well, we heard somebody just after the shot, someone running.
Yes, well, I'll certainly check into it, of course, but, you know, in the country at night, noises can be very deceptive. Well, it could have been an animal or the wind, anything.
I suppose so.
And if anything turns up, I'll certainly let you know, and thank you for all your help. Don't worry, I can find my own way out. Cheerio.
Bye-bye. Anything you want?
No, thanks.
You're supposed to be sleeping.
I can't. I keep thinking about last night, wondering if Ben was mixed up in what's been happening here.
The doctor and the policeman are both quite convinced it was an accident.
But you're not.
No, I'm not. In fact, I'm certain that Ben Cross was murdered.
These are the rest of the 1948 papers.
Thank you, Felicia.
I hope we're going to find what you want soon. If I keep lugging these things around, I'm going to have muscles like Popeye.
Now just keep going. I'll buy you a spinach dinner. Did you find anything on Dr. Richard Thornton?
Sam, you don't want place of birth, schooling, that stuff, do you?
No, only the things he's ready to mention in the newspaper.
Yeah, well, that's very easy. He took a bullet out of a man's shoulder.
Figures, he's a doctor.
Yeah, but this was a hood on the run. And Dr. Thornton didn't report it to the police. There was a rumor that he was sort of official medico to the mobs. It was never proved, of course. But he had an awful big bank balance that he couldn't explain away.
Did they still allow him to practice?
No, he was struck off. And about a couple of years ago, he appealed and was reinstated. I don't know where he is now.
I do.
Any luck on Carl Grant?
No, but then I don't figure he was using that name at that time. I just have to keep digging.
And I'll keep lugging. What a perfect relationship.
What are you doing here? Waiting for you. We're running out of time. If that girl leaves tomorrow, we'll be too late.
Did anybody see you come here?
Doesn't much matter anymore. We've been cautious too long already.
You weren't too cautious last night. Killing Ben.
He saw me at the house.
He wouldn't have talked to anybody. I told you, he never wanted to get mixed up with the police. Just a stupid, senseless murder. Never speak to me like that. Do you understand? Don't you ever speak to me that way. Sorry. It's just, well, everything seems so simple at first. Now things are going wrong.
Nothing I can't handle.
I don't see how. You said yourself it'd be too late once she'd moved out.
You've still got tonight.
Remember, there are two of them up there now. Mannering's assistant is staying with her.
Then we'll have to get rid of her.
How?
There is a way. You'll have to handle that part of it.
And what will you do?
Just want to be alone with that girl. In a couple of hours, I'll get all I need to know.
I don't like the way things are going. I don't like it at all. You said no violence, remember?
So I changed my mind.
Look, you don't need me anymore. Just forget the whole thing. You take my share of the money. Forget that I was ever involved.
Sorry. No chance. You're in and you're staying in.
What do I have to do?
Just do exactly what you're told. We'll finish it tonight.
As I remember the story now, they got nearly $1 million in gold bullion that was never recovered.
It's a pretty good take.
This one escaped from jail after about 6 months and was never picked up. Frank Ashton did his whole sentence and was only recently released.
I imagine the first thing he did was look for his ex-partner and found him.
Do you think Grant had the bullion hidden away in his home?
Either that or a clue to where it is hidden. I'll have to get back down there. Thank you, Felicia. I won't forget that spinach dinner.
Well, don't worry about the food. I'll settle for more of that.
Hello? Oh, hello, Doctor.
How is Joyce? Still sleeping, good. That wasn't why I rang. It's about this shooting last night. I've been thinking about what you said.
About it not being an accident?
Yes. So this afternoon I went up and had a look at Ben's cottage. Someone searched that place, too.
Searched it? Have you told the police?
I thought I wouldn't tell the police until I was certain. I thought we might try and find out something more definite. I'd like to make a really thorough search of Ben's cottage.
I'd like to help if I can.
I was planning on going up there now. Could you meet me there in, say, an hour?
What about Joyce? You think she'll sleep through the night now? All right. See you in an hour, then.
Bye.
Smooth. Very smooth. Now, you make sure you do as good a job when you get her up there.
Doctor? You scared me. What are you doing?
We're going to stay here for a while. Just you and I.
Cordelia? Cordelia? Oh, I thought you'd gone.
No, I don't think so. Why don't you settle down? I'll dispose of this, and I think I'll move your car. It might attract too much attention parked there on the road. Don't waste your time trying to get out of this place. I shan't be long.
He must have told you something.
I don't know what you're talking about. My father told me nothing.
Your father and I were lucky enough to lay our hands on $1 million in bullion. We hid it away. Everything went fine, except that he got out of prison.
Prison? No.
Why else do you think you didn't see him for all those years? Why else do you think he hid himself away down here? Because he had too much to lose. My share of $1 million.
If you think it's here, it's silly. You can't just hide that much gold.
The gold was converted into cash. And the cash was put in a safe deposit in a Swiss bank.
Well, then what do you want?
Somewhere in this house is a letter of authority. A password. The number of a box. I want that letter. The Swiss bank won't let me near that money without it. I want that letter, and you're going to help me to find it.
No! No!
I want all his private papers.
think anybody will find your car for a little while.
How long do you intend keeping me here?
That's none of your business.
All right, don't tell me.
Somebody will find you sooner or later. And by that time, we'll be out of the country.
We? How'd you get mixed up in this anyway?
Stroke of luck.
What do you mean?
Well, I had a spot of trouble a few years back, and I wanted to go somewhere and get a practice where nobody knew me. So I came here. And one of my first patients was Carl Grant. Of course, I recognized him at once. I could have handed him over to the police, but there was somebody who wanted him even more, Frank Ashton. And when Frank came out of prison, I did a deal with him.
Go on. Cigarette?
Thanks.
Have you found what you're looking for yet?
No, but we will by morning.
He must have told you. Just in case he died suddenly. He must have told you how to get the money. Get up. Now think! When he died, he said the warrior.
How do you know that?
What did he mean?
I don't know. The warrior is just his bronze head.
Why, what's that? Just put it out in the open. Put some other pieces of paper. And it's hidden. Just like your father. So clever. Yes. That's it. I knew it had to be here. It's my key to a fortune.
Well, then take it. Just take it and leave me alone.
Oh, I can't do that. Can't leave you alone. You know too much.
No, please. You've got what you wanted. Now just go.
No. This is where I start clearing everything up.
What?
No one left to talk about me. First you, then the doctor and the other girl. I don't plan sharing this with anybody. You do understand. It's got to be this way.
What's happened?
It's Joyce. She's with Ashton in the house. We've got to get to her.
We'll cut across the fields. You go back to the village, get the police up here.
Right.
I'm going in. You wait here.
What are you going to do?
Gotta get Ashton. He's dead.
Gianni, hai avuto un po' fortuna con quella biondona. Sai, Giorgio, che ho visto ieri in Monte Mario? La tua vecchia amante.
Going to show me the rest of the house.
That's right, the full escorted tour, eh? We see everything, baby, eh? Everything. Nothing overlooked, eh?
Hey, come on. What's wrong?
The kid.
I like her. She's good.
That's what I told that brother of yours.
Bruno. He's good, too.
Pia is just a child. She hasn't been anywhere before.
No. Oh, brother. Please. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Please.
Shut up, don't say.
No.
Shut up! Ah! You little wildcat, you.
baby. Let's go a little, huh? You should worry about me the way you worry about her. I need a drink.
I feel responsible, that's all.
Responsible? For what? It's a party. A party. You brought her along.
Yes, it's a party.
So?
Well, I brought her here, to this. She's a child, Marco, only 17.
Only 17. Only 17. How old were you when you started, huh?
That is why I worry.
Then, worry someplace else. If you want to set yourself up as a moral...
She's not breathing, Marco. Why is she not breathing, eh?
Because she's dead. That's why. She's dead.
But I only hit her a couple of times, just a few times.
Once would have been enough. You've seen nothing. Understand? Nothing. We're lucky. It isn't quite daylight, but we'll have to move. Maria, get my car, bring it round the back. Maria, my car, bring it round the back quickly. Take the legs.
That's it then, eh?
Is it? We could never be sure, could we? Never. There is room for two down there. I want her dead before nightfall. Signor Mannering, Minister.
Cordelia, how good to see you again.
And you.
Hello, John. Vittorio.
You looking well?
Ah, now you are being kind. I am sick, weary, and old. But mostly old, I think. Come, come, please be seated. Breathe deep. Tell me, what do you smell? Corruption. It hangs on the air like the scent of lilies around a coffin. It was good of you to come so quickly.
Well, the Sistine manuscript is a very powerful lure.
Yes, yes. The Sistine manuscript.
Beautiful.
And expensive. Before we start on negotiations, Vittorio, what finally made you decide to sell it?
I am not selling it. I am giving it to you. In return for your services. No doubt you have seen this.
Oh, yes, I heard about this.
Do sit down, John. This girl's death has unlocked the door for me. Organized vice, drugs, extortion, women, and when necessary, murder, all under the darkening cloak of the mafia. Yes, she has unlocked the door, but now it is for me to push it wider. Let the light fall on the dirt inside.
I see where the grand jury's been convened.
They begin their investigations tomorrow. Oh, heads will fall, but small heads, unimportant ones. But if I could put a witness before that grand jury tomorrow, someone to testify to dates, places, names, then perhaps I could get some of the important people behind all this. There is such a witness, a woman. She is willing to testify. The woman is frightened, hiding. But she will come back to give evidence if I can guarantee her a safe conduct.
Why don't you do it?
This corruption I spoke of, it is all around us, even here. I think at this moment, there is only one man I know I can surely trust. It is you. I want you to fetch her back for me.
I see.
In return for the manuscript, I must warn you, there may be danger. I would go myself, but as I said before, I am an old man. Also, there is not much time.
Where would I find her?
The girl's name is Maria Palermo. She is hiding here. Now, you and I are the only ones who know.
I'd like it to stay that way.
Well, goodbye.
Well, with luck, I'll be back here tonight.
Are we going now?
I'm going right away. You have a date with the Couturiers, as I remember.
You never know. I might hear some help.
No.
Pronto? One moment. What was that again? When was this?
A few seconds ago. He's left the building.
All right. Stay with him. All right, it's tough. I don't care. But stay with him. And keep in touch. Bruno, quick. Get the car. Bruno, get the car, quick. I think we can find Maria.
Operator, please.
Pronto. He's now heading south on the Autostrada del Sole. stay here?
Shouldn't we stay on his tail?
There is no need. We have him and the girl. She will be hiding up there, Bruno, in Santa Montina. You see, this road leads nowhere. It ends up there in the village. There is only one way in, one way out. He has walked straight into a trap. And now, we spring it.
You don't like it, Signorina?
No, it's lovely. I think I'll try the other one on night.
You open for business?
Si, signore. Anything you like. Vino?
Yeah, Vino. This the main street?
Yeah, this is the main street. You Americano?
Yeah, Americano.
You're a long way from home.
Yes, indeed. Long way from home.
I've got many cousins in America. I've got many cousins everywhere. You on vacation?
Well, sort of. I'm looking for a friend of mine. Name of the house is the Casa Montini. You know where that is?
Oh, it's turning off the main street. Very easy to find.
Oh. Thank you.
And mind the traffic on your way out. This is the busy time of the day.
Day, huh?
When we are finished, it will be even better.
Man or the girl, you said?
That's right.
The girl, she's beautiful?
Get in the car.
Maria? Maria?
Stop!
Maria Polano?
Get over to the wall.
Look, I'm here to help you. You can put away that gun. I was sent here by Signor Vittorio Guardi.
Now, how do I know what you say is true?
You don't. Read this.
This proved nothing. It could be a forgery. You might have been sent here to kill me.
I might have been. But I wasn't. Here. Go ahead, take it.
You go. You fix the car. V, You take that side. I will take this.
See.
Giorno?
Ciao. Looking for an Americano, Pop. You seen him?
See, a few minutes ago. An Americano. He went across the street.
Yeah? Across the street, eh? Good.
You like a drink, vino?
You can't sell me a drink, Pop. The bar is closed.
Closed? I'm not closed.
You are closed, Pop. You know why? You've got nothing to sell. Keep yourself busy. Clean up the mess. Stay off the street and lock the door. Stay off the street. Understand?
See.
See. Ciao.
You must be tired of running. Look, Maria, I'm supposed to take you back.
No. No, I'm not going.
But you promised Senor Guardi. He's counting on you.
Well, what do I count on? You tell me that. So I go back to the city. What do you think will happen then?
Will you stand up in front of the grand jury and you tell them what you know?
No. No, I'm staying here. I'm safe here.
For how long? I found you, didn't I?
Hey, Bruno! Over here!
You no longer have a choice.
Marco.
Yeah. You run right into them. Is there a back way out of here?
No.
Maria, jump!
Break it down!
Jump!
Hugo! Get to the car and stay there. They can't get away without a car.
It's bad for me that you come here.
What happened?
The mafiosa, signore.
I'm sorry.
I'm alive. That is enough. They do what they wish.
Lester? We'll be walking.
Then we are finished. We can't get out of here without a car.
We'll get one.
Where?
From the police. Unless they get there first.
Come back to where morning. Come back, Arun, to the land of thy birth. Come with the shamrocks, the springtime morning. And its Killarney will join in thy birth.
Lieutenant, sir, could I have a little taste of that just to moisten my lips? I could make it bad for you, you know. You promised the wife to give up that stuff.
I promised my wife not another glass would touch my lips.
Clever, very clever. No, it's more than that. It's very cunning. But it's a fine point if it ever had to be argued in a court of law. I tell you what, Lieutenant, I'll play a little hand of poker for a pull at the bottle.
No, Murphy. I played poker with you yesterday. Never again.
Ah, but that was yesterday, when Lady Luck was shining on me every hand.
No, your fingers are a little too swift. Your palm, sticky.
You do me a grave injustice. I'll go on. One little drink, huh?
Are you in charge here?
Sì, signore, signorina. Giuseppe Borzo, tenente di prima classe, Polizia di Santa Montina, Area 5, Santa Montina and surrounding districts. Yes, I'm in charge.
Look, I need a car right away.
Eh,
Well, you do have a car, don't you?
Oh, of course, we have a beautiful British-made car. It was built in 1954, reconditioned, of course, many times. However, this car, this is the property of the Polizia, and...
I see. Well, take a look at this letter I have here from the Ministry of Justice.
Yes, see. It's a very important letter, signore. Very good paper. Exquisitely printed. But it makes no mention of car.
Yes, well, I have some other papers, too. Oh? Beautiful papers. Also exquisitely printed.
I think you're beginning to get through to him, mister.
Ah, quiet, you. He's a vagabond. It's nothing. It's no important. He does not understand the niceties of such a transaction.
Do we get the car, or don't we?
The car, well, is at the moment being repaired.
Oh, I see.
Oh, minor repairs, of course. I'm sure if I go to the garage now, I see it's already
All right,
fixed.
fine. You go there and get it and bring it to us, will you?
You want I should bring it to you?
You got it in one.
Very nice watch you're wearing, eh? Swiss made, huh? Many jewels. Very, very nice.
Look, I'm sure you won't be offended if I offer you this as a token of my appreciation.
Well, I'm deeply touched and flattered. You are most gracious.
Now the car, right?
Oh, subito, signor.
Buongiorno, tenente.
What do you think?
I wouldn't choose him for a buddy, but we're in no position to pick and choose.
What do we do now?
We wait. Just wait.
Luigi! Luigi, vieni dentro.
Anything? They are hiding somewhere, but we will find them.
Where's Bruno, huh?
He's checking the houses on the north side. Cigarette.
Hey.
Borzo.
Ah, Signor Navini. I did not know you were in Santa Montina. It's a great pleasure.
We are looking for a man.
And a woman.
He is a big man, American.
Signor Mannering. I am assisting him.
Assisting him?
Oh, yes, he is at the station now.
And the woman?
Well, she is with him.
So, you are assisting him, huh?
How? Well, he has a need of a car. I'm on my way to get it. This American is a friend of yours.
See? A very good friend.
Well, he has a very important letter from the minister himself. Something is wrong?
There's been an accident out on Highway 19. We heard it on the radio.
Oh, no, you must be mistaken. Highway 19 is not finished yet. It's not open to traffic.
Then obviously the report is false. But you must check it out, Lieutenant. It's your duty.
You leave the American to us, huh?
But I made a bargain with him. I took his money.
Then you are very lucky. You will make a profit. We will keep the bargain. This American, he needs a car. We will see that he gets it. Now, you are a civilian like us. Understand? Don't worry. We will look after Senor Mannering.
After due consideration, I'd say you two are running away from something. You're edgy. Herself is scared, very scared. I only shoot off my mouth, mister, when it's dry. There's a bottle there on the desk in the right-hand drawer. It'd be a merciful thing. I can see you've all the inclinations of a gentleman. A true gentleman.
What are you in for, Murphy?
I threw a man's hat into the river. Unfortunately, the poor man was wearing it at the time. It was never a very good joke. And I suppose it's better than admitting I was roared and drunk and broke up the place.
I wonder what happened to that guy.
Oh, well, now, a new rear axle can take a bit of time, you know.
A rear axle? Said it was a minor repair.
Well, now, there's so many things wrong with that car, a rear axle is a minor repair. Why don't you sit down and take the weight off your new shoes?
Taking my uniform, it's not right. They shouldn't have done that. Impersonating an officer of the law.
Law?
What about you? You so brave? You doing anything different to me? It's nothing to do with us. Man and woman we don't even know.
The town usually gets noisy at this time. But today it's quiet. Very quiet.
Yeah. Like it was dead out there.
And fear had locked every door and portal. You must be pretty important, mister.
I deal in antiques.
Oh, then it's herself that's important. And only you to help her.
How'd you get stranded so far away from home, Murphy?
Oh, I'm not stranded. I like it here. At least as well as I like any other place. I came out here to build bridges. I used to be good at it, but it didn't work out, so I just rub along, mind my own business, and try to stay out of trouble, you know.
There is a car coming.
You thought so.
Why doesn't he bring it any nearer?
I don't know. Maybe the car stalled.
Get back!
Get the boys.
Hey, what are you, mister? 5th Cavalry, U.S. Marines, all rolled into one?
Load one of these.
Look, why don't you try and get a nice, easy job? Like lion taming or walking on hot coals.
They've gone to Earth.
They can afford to. It'll be dark soon. That's when they'll come back. In the dark. Once I did a brave act. Once.
Hey, you're not going to try anything? Not against them?
It's funny. A little time ago, when it looked like we could get away, I didn't want to go. I didn't care. It's funny, isn't it?
Hey, I've been thinking. Those boyos out there, they must have come in by car. In that case, the car must be still around.
Yeah, it's around. Across the street and around the corner. Just a short walk. With luck and bad shooting on their part, I'd get about halfway.
I wasn't thinking of you. It's not me they're after. This isn't my fight. The key is in the top left-hand drawer.
Like you said, Murphy, it isn't your fight.
Well, you should know it. That's the great thing about the Irish. They're terrible for getting into other people's wars. I suppose it saves them the expense of staging one of their own. Anyway, I get claustrophobia being cooped up in here, you know. It's in the top left-hand drawer.
Oh, that's better. The air breathes fresher out here. Did you ever by any chance hear the ballad of Reading Jail?
Yeah, Oscar Wilde.
Oh, pity. I was going to quote it and claim it as my own. Never mind. You better let me do the talking. Hey, out there. Hello. It's me, Murphy.
That is the man that Borzo told us about.
This is not my fight. It's nothing to do with me. I'm a peace-loving man. I want none of this.
What do you want?
I want to get out of here. It's no trick. The Yankees agreed to let me go. I'll come out with my hands held high. I'll give you no trouble. Only don't start shooting. What do you say?
What's it matter?
He can tell us what's happening in there, huh?
All right. You can come out. Slowly. We won't shoot you.
Careful. He may kill you for the pleasure of it.
Murphy, you're taking quite a gamble.
Gambling is a sin I've indulged in many times. I don't know whether it's just brute courage or soft and a dull mind. Anyway, if things go well, I'll be back with the car. All right, I'm coming out. Hold your fire. You see, I'm alone with my hands touching the sky.
Okay. Over here.
Ah, there you are, gentlemen. What a pleasure it is to meet you. But if you're asking too much for me to lower my arms.
All right. Come on over. I want to talk to you.
Pleasure, gentlemen, pleasure.
Look at him. He's talking with them, making friends. He won't be back.
He might. He took a chance stepping out that door. We'll wait and see.
And this is the last we see of him. He's He's gone nearly 15 minutes. He isn't coming back.
Maybe the keys weren't there. Maybe he had to cross the ignition wires. It all takes time.
It won't be long now.
This wire crossing? How long will it take, Murphy?
Well, it depends on how expert he is.
How long?
Should be done by now.
In half an hour it will be dark. And finish.
No. It's not finished. Not yet.
It's good that you should feel that way. But you don't convince me.
They expect us just to sit here. Well, they can try anything they want, but it'll cost them.
What are you going to do?
There's an old army expression, when you can't retreat any further, attack. That's what I'm gonna do.
And me?
Or you'll be running. The minute I step outside that door, you'll be running. And you won't stop for anything. Nothing at all.
Perhaps I've lived too long with the wrong sort of people. Why do you want to do it? It's not easy for me to understand.
Sometimes I don't understand it myself.
It's been a long time. What are we both so old? Do we mean the children? Do we only pretend that we are men, huh?
Hey, we could very easily be dead men.
Maybe that would have been better. I wish I knew what was happening out there. Perhaps I could go have a look, huh?
They say we should stay off of the street.
But do no harm, just to have a look.
You mean, just have a look, eh?
Yeah, that's all.
Well, it can do no harm. Just, see what's happening.
Yeah, no, nothing more.
Oh, it can do no harm. Oh, you're right. We just take a look.
Well, how do you want to do it? Straight rush?
No. We pour everything we've got through that window. Make Mannering keep his head down. That way, Hugo can get close up to the door.
It shouldn't be too tough. Want me to spread the word? Hey!
Ready to try it?
What have I got to lose? They'll find me. Sooner or later, they'll come. I was dead when I saw Bruno standing over Pia's body. That's when my luck ran out.
Well, from now on, we make our own luck. As soon as I start firing, you move and move fast. Try to get behind the building. And as soon as you get outside the village, stay off the main roads. I'll be right behind you. But don't wait around.
One thing. Thank you. Murphy?
Yeah. It's Murphy. The rifle. Here. Reload this pistol.
If If only we could get to the car.
They'd cut us down before we went 10 feet. Keep an eye on him. Here, hold this.
All right, Bruno, you know what to do. As soon as I give the word.
Get over to the door. Be ready to go. Head for the car. It's all right now. It's all over.
I can't tell you what a terrible day I had. But the clothes were fabulous. Honestly, I didn't know which way to turn. Anyway, how was your day?
Well, it wasn't dull.
I told you heads would roll. That was only the beginning. Maria told us everything we wanted to know.
All part of John Mannering's service. Go ahead. You wanted it for a long time. It's yours.
I owe you a great deal. More than this.
No, Vittorio. If you ever decide you want to sell it, let me know. Until then, you can look after it for me. Now let's go pick up some of those dresses you didn't buy.